Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome, Consul General Kim, to Korean War veterans and their families, and to the veterans from other wars, and to the sponsors that organized this event. Thank you very much. The Korean War was called the Forgotten War because Americans were tired of fighting wars. They just finished World War II, which was one of the most costliest and the longest war that we had fought in, and that people had to make so many sacrifices during that period that they wanted to forget all of that. At the beginning, we were shorthanded everywhere, personnel, weapons, whatever, and people just, the men and women and already in the service were wondering what was happening, because why were they not issued weapons equal to the enemy, or clothing for the weather, and we just couldn't understand them. But we, find out later that it's because they weren't in all shortage. They just didn't have any left that they could send. It seemed like nobody cared what was going on, but the government was trying to get prepared and send the proper equipment and food and all. But a lot of it never got to the men because of the type of terrain in this country is in. It's so much mountainous, and as the winter set in, it just made it that much harder. The veteran himself never talked about it once he got home. Most of the events are so bad that they just don't believe people will understand or believe what they're saying. So I put the war out of my mind, and for 25 years anyway. And so I know what the average person that was over there during the period I was there went through, and why they don't want to talk about it. As a member of the Medal of Honor Society, we decided to start talking about the war because I told them I was one of the first to recognize that the people that lost a loved one in Korea did not know what he did during that period. This was not an isolated case. This was case after case throughout America. So many families did not know a thing about what their loved one did in Korea, because there was not too much published on the public sentiment during that period of time anyway, because of World War II. I believe it's important for the young American to hear the stories. I believe it'll make a person a better citizen when he grows up, to know the sacrifices the veterans had to make to keep the country safe. Thank you. It was an honor for me to speak to you today.